Hello and welcome back to class, my friends. It's Mr. Sanchez here with another lesson in mathematics for my Algebra 1 class. What? Math, yeah. Alright, so today's lesson is going to be multiplying polynomials, as you can see here in the title, and you can probably see in the title of the video. Lesson 25-3, multiplication of polynomials. Alright, so it's very similar to multiplying binomials, it's just now we're using polynomials. All right, so, our learning target for today, learning targets, are to use the graphic organizer to multiply polynomials. In other words, that's just a fancy way of saying the box method because it organizes your math visually in a graphic form. All right. And the other way is to use the distributive property to multiply polynomials. This is that big boy stuff, you know? This is that what we do you want to show your parents so that you look really smart type of stuff. But they're both the same thing. None of them smarter than the other. They're both very useful techniques and skill and tools, all right, to solve our problems. All right, so math is all about having tools, and the distributive property is a tool we'll be using to multiply our polynomials. We can also use the box method. Those are our tools, the box method and the distributive property. They're really just the same thing. But, there's different ways to do it. So we're just going to jump straight into it. We're going to be using a graphic organizer, which we call the box method. All right. So the first one, we're going to go straight into it. We're going to have this problem, right? So we're multiplying polynomials. That means it can be a binomial, a monomial, or a trinomial. All right. So right here, we're going to have a binomial. We know it's bi because it has two terms. Multiplied by a trinomial. We know it's a trinomial because it has three terms. All right. So it's telling us to multiply this. Can you do it? I can, and I know you can too. All right. So first, we're gonna create a box. All right. But unlike before, it's not gonna be a square box. It's gonna be a rectangular box. And you can either do it. There's multiple ways to do this. There is no wrong way to. There are some wrong ways to do it, but you can either have it going up or down. Doesn't matter. So we're just gonna draw our box here. Okay. And boop. Boop. And so we're going to put the x and the +2 here on the top, all right? So that means we're going to divide it here into two spaces. However, we're going to rewrite this one going down here, all right? So it's going to have x squared plus 2x plus 3. So we're going to want to divide this into three sections. Boom, boom. What? And if you remember a video from section 25-1, you'll know that how to use the box. We're just gonna be multiplying, all right? It's like a times table, right? So it's gonna be x squared. We're gonna start with x squared times x, all right? What's x squared times x? Well, you're gonna be multiplying x three times. When you multiply something by itself three times, you're gonna have x to the power of 3, or as I like to say, x cubed. It's the same thing. All right. Next up, we're gonna multiply this x squared. Let me use a different color just to show us. This x squared with this 2. At 2 times x squared is 2x squared. All right. And yeah, we're done with the first row. Now we're going to do the second row. We're going to have 2x times x. 2, we're just going to bring that down. Nothing happens to the 2, right? X times x becomes x squared, which is x to the power of 2. So we're going to have 2x squared. Now we're going to repeat our process again. We're going to have 2x times 2. 2 times 2, that's 4. And nothing happens to the x, so we're going to bring the x down there. Next up, we're going to have our 3. 3 times x, we should know is 3x. And then 3 times 2, I don't know. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, it's 6. All right. So we've done the hard part. Now we got to do is combine our like terms. But we're going to write it. We write it, the problem first over here. All right. So we're going to have x to the power of 3 plus 2x squared. All right. So we're done with this one. And we're done with this one. Now we're going to write this one over here. Plus 2x squared. And now we're going to write this one. Plus 4x. And now we're going to write this one. Plus 3x. And this one right here. Plus 6. Now this looks scary, but it's really not, alright? We've done this before. This next step, we're just going to combine like terms and simplify our polynomial. All right, we want to write it. We also want to write our answer in standard form. So is there any other x squared x cubed here? No. So we're just gonna bring down the x cubed. Are there any x squares? Yeah, these two look the same, huh? Let's pair these up together. And then, so we're going to have 2x squared plus 2x squared. That's going to be 4x squared. All right. And now we're going to look for anything here. We're going to see this is a 4x and this is a 3x. These both have x to the power of 1, right? So 4 plus 3 is 7x. And then are we doing anything to our constant term? Nah, there's no other constants. So we're just going to bring that straight down right here. And we're done. This is our answer. I don't know why I switched colors, but I did. And this is our answer. We're going to have x cubed plus 4x squared plus 7x plus 6. Now you can do this problem using the quadratic formula, the distributive property. However, it's really hard and it can get really confusing. I will show you how to do it, but to be honest, even when I was in college, young Sanchez, going to college, would still use the box method because oh my god, it organizes your thoughts easier and it's really easy to mess up using the distributive property. So I recommend this method, but if you're a G, you know how to do this, G for genius, not gangsta. We geniuses out here. Just go ahead and do that method. So all right, I'm just gonna go straight into the next example and add some space right here. Boom, distributive property. Oop, too much. Let's move this up a little bit. Boop. All right. So our next example, we're gonna start easy, then we're gonna go hard. All right. So let's say we had something like the following: we have x times x plus 5. Right. This is our example. Right. I got this straight from your book, so don't think I'm creating these problems on the fly, cause I'm really not. All right. All we're gonna do is distribute this x. All right. And there's a monomial times a binomial. Like I said, we're doing polynomials now, so it could be anything we wanted to. We're just gonna multiply x times x. Oh, well, let's use a different color. We're gonna do x times x. All right. And we're gonna do x plus x times 5. We know x times x becomes x squared, and then x plus 5 becomes 5x. Boom, you're done. Distributive property, we're done. Yeah. This is one of our easier examples. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. And then we're gonna go into something harder. All right. We're gonna skip the binomial stuff because we know how to do binomials, and we're just gonna go straight into binomial times trinomial. All right. And then we're gonna have another example. I just realized, and hopefully we have enough time. If we don't, I'm going to create another video, and then that's gonna be fun. All right. So for the next example, you're gonna have something like, and excuse me if I'm going too fast, right? So we're gonna have x minus 1 times 2x squared minus 5x plus 1. All right. And you're just going to FOIL this out. All right. You're just going to FOIL this out. And I'm going to go pretty fast. All right. You're going to have x times 2x squared. I need some more room. Let's see. X times 2x squared. And then you're going to do plus x times negative 5x. And then plus x times 1. And then you're going to repeat this again. Let's use yellow. And you're going to have negative 1 plus. No. You keep negative 1 times 2x squared minus negative 1 times negative 5x, right? And then minus 1 times 1. All right, so this looks really complicated, which is why I like the box method, but x times 2x squared is going to be 2x cubed. And then x times negative 5x is going to be negative 5x squared. X times 1 is going to be 1, so it's going to be just 1x. Negative 1 times 2x squared is going to be negative 2x squared. And then negative 1 times negative 5 is going to be plus positive 5x. And then negative 1 times 1 is negative 1. All right, and now all we got to do is combine our like terms. Let's keep our equal sign. And we're going to have 2x cubed. Nothing else has a cube, so we're going to keep the 2x cubed. All right, and then this is where it gets tricky. You're going to have negative 5x squared and minus 2x squared. You got to look for that, all right? Negative and negative, that's like addition, only you keep the negative sign, so it's going to be negative 7x squared. Next up, you're gonna have just the x's by itself. X plus 5x, that's gonna be plus 6x. And now the last part is we have our constant term, and our constant term is just -1. So just bring that right down, boom, and we're done. It's a longer process. It's a little bit harder, but that's how we do it. And I think we have time for one more example. This next example is going to be a little bit harder, and you're going to need to know how to do it for the last two problems on your homework. So let's just go ahead and I'll just do one. All right. So we're just going to go ahead and write it down. I seem kind of rushed because we are on time limit. Example 4. It's a distributive property, right? So you're going to have x plus 2 times x minus 3 times x plus 1. Don't be scared, all right? First, you're going to multiply these two together, all right? So let's just worry about this. X plus 2 times x minus 3, all right? So this is going to equal x squared, right? X times x is x squared. And then x times -3 is -3x. And we're going to do 2 times x, which is 2x plus 2x. And we're going to do 2 times -3, which is -6. I skipped this. I skipped the step where I showed you when we're multiplying. I hope you understand that. Then but I'm just doing this at the same time. X squared is going to stay the same. Minus 3x plus 2x is going to be minus x, and then minus 6. Okay, so we're just going to bring that here. That's not our answer though. This is just a part. This is this part right here. All right, and now you're going to be multiplying x squared minus x minus 6 times x plus 1. And I'm not going to do the FOIL method or the distributive property. That in my head is a little bit hard. So we're just going to do it. We're just going to do it the other way, the graphic organizer. And remember, you can use that graphic organizer for any problems. You just got to make sure you count your terms. And that's how many boxes you have to draw, right? So we're going to have x plus 1 up here. And we have x squared minus x minus 6 on the side. All right? And so x squared times x is going to be x cubed. X squared times 1 is going to be x squared. And then negative x times x is going to be negative x squared. Negative 6 times x is going to be negative 6x. Negative x times positive 1 is going to be just negative x. And then negative 6 times positive 1 is negative 6. Next, we just write these on the side, right? We're going to write x, I don't like this color. We're going to use x cubed plus x squared minus x squared minus x minus 6x minus 6. All right, so that x cubed comes down. X squared minus x becomes 0, so this goes away, right? This becomes 0. And then negative x minus 6 is going to be negative 7x. And then the negative 6 is just going to come down. All right, and we're done. If you need more help, just feel free to message me on Schoology, our learning management system that we use by our school. Or, shoot me an email at, the email. I'm not going to post it on YouTube. I'll see you guys there. Sorry if I feel rushed. It's just... These examples are longer than I thought they would take to show thoroughly. But yeah, you should be fine. I believe in you guys. All right. Stay safe. The assignments will be posted on the learning management system known as Schoology. Bye, guys.